Okay, first of all, I want you to introduce yourself and provide a brief overview of your publisher and what's your activity in your publisher.
Okay, well, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
My name is Chunyan Shu. I am acquisitions editor for Asian Studies at Brill, an international academic publishing house. And we're really happy to present our recent publications in the field of Asian Studies here at AAS in Asia in Yogyakarta. It's beautiful here. I am acquisitions editor, which means that I acquire content. I talk to scholars, researchers about their research projects and understand what their publishing needs are. And then I work to produce books, journals, and reference works, sometimes databases, primary sources as well. Whatever researchers would need to use, we publish.
Okay, so where's the best location in Brill publisher? Like a base location, your officer?
Yes, Brill is an international publishing house, recently merged with Direktorat. So now we are called Direktorat Brill, and Brill is one of the imprints, just like Direktorat. The Brill headquarters is based in Leiden, the Netherlands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a university town.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you ever visited there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm never to be in Netherlands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So Leiden is also famous for its Asian studies programs.
Yeah.
Including Chinese studies and Southeast Asian, or especially Indonesian studies, with the famous Kajian. So we have a tradition as a publishing house based in Leiden to publish excellent research for the centuries on Asia and about Asia, but also by scholars based in Asia as well. And that's why it's so important for us to be here, to be in Asia, to connect with scholars based here.
Yeah. So can you describe your experience in book publisher more specifically, and what genre or types of book have you worked with?
Right. So I work in the Asian Studies Publishing unit, which means whatever is related to Asian Studies, Southeast Asia, South Asia, Central Asia, East Asia, we publish. And specifically, I work on classical Chinese studies, Southeast Asian studies, from a historical, philological point of view. So we publish on Asian culture, languages, religion, but also modern contemporary developments as well. So although we are really strong in traditional Asian studies, from a historical point of view, but we do also publish works on developments that's very much relevant today for today's society.
So how do you measure the effectiveness or impact of your published content?
That's a very good question. We constantly ask ourselves because in the field of humanities publishing, it's very difficult to measure quantitatively how your research or how your publications impact academia and then henceforth society.
Yes.
We can only do so by talking to researchers, people who read the books and who quote the books that we publish, and also feedback from our reviews and journal articles, and by talking to researchers like the ones here during this conference.
So how do you approach the process of selecting content for publication? Maybe is it from the trend, or you just pick random things?
We don't pick random things. That's for sure. We do follow the developments in certain fields.
So,
but we don't do that just by guesswork, because we need to do groundwork by consulting our academic advisors. And they can be our book series editors who are experts in the field, in a specific field. For example, we have a book series called Brill's Southeast Asian Library, we work with professors based at NUS in Singapore, at the history department, and also researchers from Australia who do research on Southeast Asia. So they are basically our brains. They tell us what's more important now, today, for researchers, and they help us to determine which proposals we should accept and which we need to consider maybe more carefully.
So is it means Brill work with any stakeholder like a government or like a researcher in every country, or what you want to share about the stakeholder selection?
You mean our authors and editors?
Yeah.
Well, academic publishing is really a truly global business.
Okay.
So we don't really differentiate scholars, authors, editors, by their geographical location. So we publish authors from all over the world, from Europe, the US, Asia, and I was just last week in Australia. As long as their research is important, and of course we have to admit right now English is still the most important language we publish and most widely read. So certain level of English proficiency is a must. But aside from that, we welcome research from all corners of the world. In fact, we actually actively encourage researchers based in Asia to publish with us on Asian studies, because that's something that needs to be improved, I think.
So what's your hope to be here? Like as a publisher, what's your hope to be in Asia conference like this?
Well, aside from really talking to researchers based here, well, one of the reasons why we have AS in Asia is because AS is always in North America. And then this is an initiative appreciated by scholars based in Asia because it's more accessible. And that's why we're here to connect with this group of scholars. And it's working because I've met scholars here that I did not meet in North America or Australia. So this is a wonderful opportunity. Of course, I also meet scholars who've been to other conferences. But it's a different setting, and also discussions might also differ from conferences in North America.
So in the past, I has conducted the conference in America.
Right.
So it's the first time in Asia?
No.
So
I am from Asia. So I worked in Singapore for a few years for the same role. And I think it's really important to be physically here in order to connect with the academia here. Because during COVID, we all saw that it's technology could bring us together closer than ever, but nothing can replace the in-person contacts you have with people you work closely with. So it's wonderful to be here. It's my first time in Georgia, so I really enjoy it. So can you give advice for us in AS conference in Yogyakarta? Would you like to give us advice or a personal statement to us? A personal statement?
Maybe like whatever you want to tell to us in Yogyakarta, especially in AS conference.
Right. Oh, thank you. That's I think thanks for the opportunity. This is the first day. It's the first morning, so it's hard for me to say. I was here yesterday to set up the booth, and I really appreciate all the help I've been given in the process. And I think look at all the people working here, and some probably voluntarily. It's wonderful to see the hospitality from the university and from Georgia, which I think all of us appreciate. And in terms of the conference, I still have to experience it and to see. Maybe at the end of the conference, I'll come back to you again.
So maybe last but not least, you can promote your publisher maybe to our audience. You can
thank
go.
you.
Take it yours.
So hello people who are listening. If you are here in Georgia, please come by our booth, Brill. It's next to the auditorium stage. We have brought our recent publications, research monographs and journal issues for you to browse through. And my colleagues, Uri Tatmo and Masha Horn and myself are here to talk to you about anything you'd like to discuss, your publishing needs, or your ideas. So drop by and say hello to us, and would love to catch up.
Okay, that's all. Thank you for hear us, and thank you for the opportunity to introduce your publisher to us and give it the information about your publisher. So yeah, it's honor to us to know more about your publisher. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah,
I really
of course.
appreciate the chance to speak with you and
Yes.
to tell a little bit about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Enjoy.